Hansel and Gretel lived in a tiny cottage near the forest with their father. Their father loved his children deeply, but he often felt weak and worried. The stepmother complained often and cared more about food than kindness. The stepmother planned to leave the children in the dark forest, and the father felt afraid. Hansel listened at the door and heard everything with fear in his heart. That night, Hansel quietly sneaked outside under the bright moon and cool air. He filled his pockets with glowing white pebbles from the ground. The family walked slowly into the dark forest with heavy hearts. Hansel secretly dropped shining pebbles to mark the safe way home. The father lit a fire and turned away with tears in his eyes. Hansel and Gretel sat close together as night covered the forest. The moon lit the pebble trail like tiny stars on the ground. Hansel led Gretel safely by following the glowing stones. Their father hugged them tightly, happy and surprised to see them alive. The stepmother watched angrily from the shadows and locked the door tightly. Hansel held dry bread and could not go outside to collect pebbles. The family walked deeper into the thick forest with growing fear. Hansel quietly dropped breadcrumbs while birds watched closely from above. The parents left the children alone as sunlight slowly faded away. Hungry birds ate every breadcrumb and left nothing behind. Hansel and Gretel searched the ground and felt scared and lost. The children wandered through foggy roots and felt tired and weak. Hansel pointed toward a white bird while Gretel cried softly. They discovered a beautiful house made of candy in a bright clearing. Gretel broke a candy piece and tasted the sweet sugar happily. Both children ate the candy house and smiled with joy and relief. A chocolate door opened slowly and revealed a shadowy, scary witch. The witch invited them inside with sweet food and friendly words. The witch gently grabbed Hansel, but her smile turned cruel. The witch locked Hansel tightly inside a small iron cage. The witch watched Hansel closely and thought about cooking and eating him soon. She smiled to herself and planned to grow him fat with sweet food. Gretel carried heavy water and looked sadly at trapped Hansel. Hansel showed a thin bone instead of his finger to trick her. The witch felt angry and confused because Hansel never grew fat. The witch heated the oven and bright flames roared loudly. The witch told Gretel to check the hot oven inside. Gretel pretended confusion and said she did not understand. The witch leaned into the oven to show what to do. Gretel pushed hard, and the witch fell into the fire. Gretel slammed the oven door and locked it quickly. Gretel unlocked the cage and hugged Hansel happily. They found a secret room full of gold and jewels. Hansel and Gretel filled their pockets and basket with shiny treasure. They ran away from the candy house under the bright sunrise. The children stopped beside a wide, sparkling blue river. A big white duck swam gently toward the children. Hansel rode the duck while Gretel waited patiently. They saw the old oak tree and felt close to home. The children ran fast with heavy pockets of treasure. Their father sat sadly on the house steps and looked older. The father ran forward and hugged his children tightly. The family poured gold onto the table and smiled together. They ate a warm meal and lived happily together forever. Moral of the story: courage, clever thinking, and love help overcome even the greatest dangers.